Hey guys, IcyGrey here, and this is going to be the next part in my Xbox 360 collection. If you're just joining me for the first time, I suggest you check out part 1. There'll be a link in the description. Obviously, if you've missed any others, you can just go through the playlist as well. That'll be in the description. And obviously, if you missed the previous episode, there'll be an annotation in the top left-hand corner of the screen. So last time we got through G's and H's, and today we're starting off with I, and we're going through J, K and L. And the first game we have here is Infinite Undiscovery. This is a Square Enix game, and it's just, you know, a standard Square Enix RPG from what I've played. It's pretty cheap now as well, because it is not one of their well-known ones. It's not the best RPG out there. It is obviously Square Enix, who gave you Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile, so it's similar sort of lines to that, but it's not as good as like Final Fantasy or things. So pick it up if you want to. It's pretty cheap. For RPG fans, it's a good pick, but if you're not really into RPGs or anything, then don't really get it. Next up, we've got Injustice, and this is the Steelbook version for Injustice. It is a bit dented though, unfortunately, which you'll see in a second. I've mentioned before that I'm not really a fan of fighter games, but I do seem to own quite a few of them. I am particularly bad at Injustice. I just really got it because I am a bit of a nerd. As you can see from my t-shirt here, which is Star Labs, which is to do with the Flash and things. So like, as you see on the front here, you get additional missions and things based on Star Labs challenges and things like that. So if we take a look at the steelbook, then if I pull that up, it's a pretty nice steelbook. It's just a bit dented, as you can see at the bottom here in the bottom left hand corner, but it's actually pretty nice. It's not the Ultimate Edition. I don't know if they made that separately, or if the Ultimate Edition with the extra guards and things. Is it the Ultimate? Yes, it was a Gold Edition even, with the extra players. I don't know if that's included as part of the Steelbook or not, or if that was released afterwards. But again, like I said, I'm not particularly fighter fan, so it wouldn't bother me if it was or not. Next up, we've got a game that I haven't played at all, Kengo Zero. Actually, I have played. That's a lie, just to test that it works. But I had no idea what was going on, and I died on the first level on the easiest difficulty because I'm a scrub. Basically, you're just a bunch of samurais. So it's a bit like Dynasty Warriors, I suppose. We've got different factions, or 99 Knights, N3 Knights. And basically, you just choose one, and you do some missions or a story from that person, and you're a samurai. And I died and suck at this, but it seemed a bit pointless. Got it because it was cheap, just to fill up my collection a bit more. Next up, another game that I've never played, which I will get around to playing at some point. This is Clive Barker's Jericho, and this is an easy 1000G, so if you have this game and you haven't played it, it might be worth playing because it is an easy 1000G. A lot of these games have stickers and things on the cases, which I need to get rid of, but they are old stickers, that's why I haven't wanted to pull them off. So if I do, it will get sticker marks like the top here. So I might just have to get replacement cases for these instead. And like I said, I haven't played this yet, so I can't really tell you anything, but it's a bit of like a first person horror, so it's a bit like Fear and Things, I guess. And it's from horror legend Clive Barker, apparently creator of Hellraiser, and I think Hellraiser is a film, I'm not too sure, I think it's a film. Anyway, Just Cause 2, I don't have Just Cause 1, and this came with my Xbox 360 originally when I got the bundle, when I first bought it, and I didn't really know too much, didn't particularly like it. At the time, Back 4 Bad Comedy 2 was out, so I bought that as well, and I was just playing that really. Just Cause isn't really my thing. Like I said, I haven't got the first one, and I don't have next gen, but even if I did, I wouldn't get Just Cause 3 straight away. Open world adventure, shooter, action, whatever you want to call it. It's not particularly my thing. It's not too great. I have no real idea of the storyline or what have you. I'm just doing things for rebels and stuff. Anyway, Jumper. This is based off the film Jumper. Film was meh. Game is horrible, but it is an easy 1000G. So if you have this or don't have this, go pick it up. Get an easy 1000G. This will be in another easy 1000G episode, which will be soonish. Obviously, Fight Night 3 is going to be my next one on Monday. I haven't done one for a couple of weeks, like I mentioned in the last week's video, because of internet difficulties and things on Mondays, and then I just decided not to. But anyway, Jumper. This is like 2006, a bit like Aragon. Came out like really early on for the Xbox 360, and the graphics are pretty terrible. Combat style is pretty bad as well. But yeah, it's just a bad game, but it's an easy 1000G, so it's just worth playing. Next up, we have Kane Lynch, Dead Man, and this is for the Xbox 360. I think this is actually a replacement sleeve. Unfortunately, I think it does look like it's been printed out. The back looks fine, but it's just when you look at the Xbox 360 and the Xbox Live logo on the top here, it does look like it has been printed out, which is unfortunate because the case is actually in really good condition. It's just obviously the sleeve I haven't got. And Kane Lynch, I haven't really played too much of. Your criminals that I think get or escape and you just go back doing criminal things, I can't really remember too much. I've only played the first couple of missions. But it seemed okay. I think it's probably better if you have co-op, someone else to play with, a bit like Army of Two. But like I said, can't pass too much judgment on that. Another easy 1000G then, Kung Fu Panda, obviously based off the film Kung Fu Panda, and this was actually an alright game from what I've played. I do have a bit of damage to this case, a lot of sticker marks and things, which means that I will need to get a replacement case in the future. It's just okay, easy kids game from what I've played. Obviously Jack Black, voice of the panda. I don't know his actual name. Poe? Is it Poe? I can't remember. But yeah, it's easy 1000G, so see this in a video soonish. I'm getting distracted there. Another great game now. A great game now, which I mentioned in my top 5 must play games, or 5 games you must play from the Xbox 360 and PS3's generation. This is LA Noire. It's by Rockstar Games, so the same people who brought you GTA, and it's just absolutely amazing. You play a detective who starts off, well, you start off as just like a patrol cop. You do a few missions there, and you just go up the ranks to become a detective. So you go through homicide and arson and drugs. I can't remember what the word is for drugs. Yeah, it's just slipped my mind. And basically you go through the story, and there's just like this one bad person that you're following through, and then obviously eventually you get to the end. It's a bit of a surprising ending, and it's actually a really good game. So if you haven't played LA Noire before, you should definitely go check that out. Next up then we have some Lego games. So we have Lego Batman 2. I don't have Lego Batman 1 or 3, and this is DC Superheroes Unite. So this is when you can start playing. I think you can't play as the other DC characters in Lego Batman. I think it's only just you and Robin. But I think in this you can now finally start playing as other heroes. So you've got like Superman and Wonder Woman and things that will then join in. I don't know why they've done that for this, because they don't really do that for any of the others, but they have. So that's also in DC Batman 3, by the way. You can also do that, because I have played it, I just don't have it. This is just a standard Lego game. It's Batman 2, so the graphics are improved from the original Lego Batman. Storyline's a bit better. Obviously you can play as the other new characters now, which is good, and they also introduced new baddies, I think, as well, so that's pretty cool. Obviously they're just simple games because they're really designed for kids, but you know, I'm a big kid. Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4, so this is the first Lego Harry Potter game. There is 5 to 7 as well, which would be the second one. So this covers the first 4 books, so Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, the Prisoner of Azkaban, and then Goblet of Fire, I think, are the first 4 books. And obviously you can play as the main characters of Harry, Ron, Hermione, etc. There's apparently over 100 playable characters, and it just follows the films and the books. This is good. I haven't really played too much of. I've just played the first couple of missions because I just don't have. For Lego games, I kind of get a bit bored with them because they are pretty samey most of the time, pretty linear. But Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4. Next up, Lego Lord of the Rings. So this is based off of the 3 films, so Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. And this is, well, all the Lego games are possible to get 1000G. I haven't done it for any of the others. This is the only one I've actually completed. and I do have 1000G on this. You do need to get 2 controllers though, because you do have to do at least 1 level on co-op. And it's yeah, this is rather fun. This is one that I just got and played all the way through. This is probably one of the cheaper Lego games as well, because it's quite common now. You'll probably get it for about £4, whereas the others normally hold their value towards 7, 8, maybe even 10. The next one's a bit rarer, so that one goes for a bit more. And obviously the newer ones like Jurassic World and things, or Hobbit, they will go for more as well. But Lord of the Rings, for any of you Lord of the Rings fans out there, I would suggest that. Ooh, not the microphone there. This is the rarer one then. Star Wars 2, this is the original trilogy, and it's not the classics version, it's the normal version. And this obviously follows the original trilogy of films. So this is going to test my knowledge because I can't remember. Return of the Jedi is the 5th. Is it the fifth? I think is it A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, then Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. Those are the 3 films anyway. I don't know what order they go in. So that's 4, 5, and 6. So you have obviously the characters for 4, 5, and 6, and you can do the film lines. So obviously Attack on Hoth and things. Obviously Final Battle. You've got Ewoks and things in there. So that's pretty cool. Obviously Han Solo and stuff. And then we have my final Lego game, which is Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. And obviously this is just the Clone Wars films. It's just the 2nd film or 5th film, depending on how you see it. It's an alright film, I guess, and it's an alright game. I didn't think it was too great, to be honest. But anyway, the game's alright. It starts off on Mustafa. Is it Mustafa? I think it's Mustafa. Just let me know in the comments if I'm getting this completely wrong. You can just abuse me or something, because I should know these things. And where basically you go and save Obi-Wan, but obviously you get caught as well. So you have the like arena fight, and then Master Yoda comes with the clones and like save you. That's the start and towards the end of the film. Anyway, that's all the Lego games. I'm just rambling on a bit here. Then we have Leisure Suit Larry, box office bust. Now, I don't know if you've ever played any of them. I haven't. I just have this because it was part of a bundle of games. I haven't actually played this. You probably shouldn't play this. I think it's just a sequel from the original game. I'm guessing there's an original game from on the Xbox, normal Xbox, because it says Larry is back. So yeah, and it's films, but it's I think it's more like adult films. So it's yeah, it's a weird game. I haven't really played it too much, but some of the stuff that he comes out with and saying is just pretty weird. A game that I haven't played at all, just have in my collection. As you can see, I got it free for 10. So I actually bought this with CDs. I was getting the CDs and didn't have anything else, so I decided to pick this up as well. And this is Le Tour de France. I think this is the original one, because they do have Le Tour de France 2011, I think, as well, which I don't have. And basically, you are just a cyclist, and you do the Tour de France across the 21 stages, and see if you can win the jacket. So, not played it, but gameplay will be in the bottom corner for you, as always. Next up, this is actually a really good game, and it's topical-ish, because this was this time 4 years ago. London 2012 Olympic Games. It's actually really fun to play. Dropped it, that's bad. And I've completed it, but I can't really complete it because you can just go over and over again. But I've done as much as I can do as one person. There are challenges and things that do require 2 people, so I can't get all the achievements. But it's actually really fun to play, and then you can do it over again, obviously, to try and beat your bests. The best ones that I'm at, or the ones that I'm good at, as it were, is the slalom for the kayaking slalom, and the discus, javelin, and shooting events are the ones that I'm good at. But everything else is bad. Obviously, Rio 2016 is happening at the moment. I don't know if they've released a game for that or not. I'm not too sure. Lost, another Easy 1000G, so look out for this in another Easy 1000G episode. Obviously, like I said, they'll be back soon. It's based off on the TV series, which I've never seen. Apparently it's pretty good until the last couple of seasons where it just goes a bit crazy, but apparently it's good generally. The models look quite similar, but because it's quite old, it's a bit bad. It's a pretty fast game to play as well. I've just played the first couple of missions just to try and see if it works. And yeah, I have no views on this really. It seems alright from what I've played, but I don't know the Lost series, so I don't know if it's true to the TV series or not. So let me know if you've played it. Next up, we've got Lost Planet, and I've got 2 copies of the original Lost Planet. I've got this, the standard version, then it's got the classics Lost Planet Extreme Conditions version, and basically they count as 2 different games, so I can play them. I can get achievements on this, and I can do the campaign again and get achievements on this. So I get double the achievements basically. And I saw this and I just picked it up because I didn't actually have it. And basically you just get new playable characters and some multiplayer modes. But obviously the multiplayer is dead and I've never played the multiplayer, so I don't actually need it for that. But I just thought I'd get it anyway to see what it was about. Actually, it's part of a bundle, and then I noticed that it was actually different, so I kept it rather than selling it. But Lost Planet is actually a pretty cool game. It's pretty old. Graphics a bit bad, but it's just a different game because it's all about survival, and you've got these weird machines and you're trying to capture heat, but then there's like monsters and stuff, and it's pretty weird. So that's Lost Planet, the original and the Extreme Conditions classic version, and then we have Lost Planet 2, which I haven't played, which is a bit surprising considering how much I like Lost Planet, the original game. I haven't actually played Lost Planet 2 yet. I just haven't got around to it at all. There's so many games that I haven't got around to. So I have no judgment on this. I'm hoping it's good, following on from Lost Planet. Hopefully it's got better updated graphics as well, which will make it obviously better. And then I haven't actually got Lost Planet 3, which is the third one, which released a few years ago now, which would then finish off my series because I don't think they've released the fourth one. I don't think they have plans to. They might, hopefully they do, considering how I don't know how good the others though. And then finally, for today, for the elves, we have Lost Odyssey. Again, this is a really long game, really long, and it's, again, I think it's from the people who brought you Final Fantasy. So I don't think it's actually Square Enix though. I think it's Microsoft Studios, but by the people who actually wrote Final Fantasy, who thought of it up and who created it, etc. It's about 4. Yeah, it's got 4 discs, which you can tell how long a game is by the number of discs. It's got 4. It's very long. Apparently, it's one of the deepest stories on Xbox 360. It's a bit old. It's a bit old now though, so the graphics are a bit dated. But it's a good RPG, fun to play, and I suggest you play it. So that's it for today. Just not Neo. Oh, I didn't mention we have Neo back today because I haven't used him for the last couple of weeks because I had Jericho and Agent Smith, and I will be getting a new one soon, so I don't have to use the same ones over and over again. And that's it for today's video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Dislike. Tell me what you enjoyed. Tell me what games you have. Tell me what games you want to play. Tell me what games you want to see. And I'll see you soon for another video. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.